going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we've got something pretty cool here, an exclusive interview for the great man Ravi Ashwin here at Perth. I believe this is after the first warm-up game against WA, which obviously they did take the win. We know what happened in the second warm-up game. I won't talk about it for every Indian fan out there. But I had this actually just sent in my Discord when I was going through my cricket memes, and someone, linked it in there. And a lot of people have been linking me this channel called Sports Yari, with a massive shout out firstly to them for the exclusive content. I had a look through their channel. They are working incredibly hard. They have awesome content. So if you don't know who they are, original link in the description. Go check them out and show some love. But hey, hopefully I can react to this. I don't think it's got copyright or anything like that. So we've got Ashwin, a full press conference. He talks about India v Pakistan, and just, all around stuff. It goes for 6 minutes. Let's sit down. Let's have a listen. Turn it up. Let's go, baby. Come on. Oh, subscribe if you guys are new. Let's go.
Yeah, we went to the ground and it was a wonderful experience. Something to take
Zoom
back
in
home.
on the chest, nice.
In terms of what the user experience is like at the ground, and it's a spectacle. The whole arena and all that, it was a great viewing experience, and on top of it all, the game was a good one.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through the decision for you to skip the South African series and come to Australia early?
I think it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Like 2 weeks to go for our ICC event, and the T20 World Cup is a marquee event, and I think we're taking it as seriously as we can.
Yeah.
And we are here to acclimatize, because this is one time of the year we've never been in Australia. We've never played at this time of the year, so it's important that we got in here and got used to the bounce and pace. There are a few guys who are new to the team, so it'll be a great time for them to acclimatize.
Were you hoping to get out of these warm-up matches against WA?
Pretty much a game of good cricket, I guess. And
Hey, and I'm just going to apologise on behalf of Australia, because I know that Australian media and press conferences, they are just ruthless, they are savage, they are just there to get an interesting answer so they can write it in their newspapers and stuff. So on behalf of Australia, I'm sorry that our media are, not very good cricket media, if you will. They ask silly questions. That's all I've got. That's why I love Indian media, because they actually know what they're talking about with
countries
cricket.
like Australia and England. It is very important that you put in those miles very early on. By the time you're hitting the first game, I think we need to be up and running and also be completely sure about what the conditions are going to be like. And like we said, even watching games like yesterday are going to be very, very important to understand how the game is being played in this part of the world.
I can't hear anyone.
As a spinner, whenever I come to this ground, the only thing I get reminded of is how Mark Waugh hit Phil Tufnell over that stand there. It's an iconic venue, no doubt about it. They talk about the Fremantle Doctor and how well Shane Warne used all of it. The legend is not with us anymore, but the memories and the long list of legends on that scoreboard, all these things show how much pride they take in their cricket. And it'll be wonderful if we can take that back home and also use this experience to be able to pass on to the other youngsters. I've never seen so many Indians in Perth before. So, I mean, we've come here a few times, but this is just wonderful reception we got. There was a festival happening outside in the park of where we're staying, and it was an Indian festival.
That's so cool, man.
I was just amazed to see how many number of localites are here, and it does feel like home away from home for us.
Yeah, hell yeah. I seen on Twitter yesterday at the second warm-up game, literally the whole one part of the stand was just covered in Indian fans with, they had drums out, they had their flags out, they had the trumpets out, like it was a real World Cup game. And little did they, obviously it was just at the Wacker, it was just a warm-up game against a domestic team. That is just why I love the passion of India and their cricket fans, man. It is just so special.
The top tier of the stands were empty yesterday. I hope they will get filled up by the time we are here back on the 30th. It's going to be a wonderful game. Look, South Africa have been playing some wonderful cricket. They've got their arsenal and ammunition well set up for this T20 World Cup. They are a team who've done very well in this part of the world, so we are aware of that, and we're looking forward to the game on the 30th.
Everybody's been talking about our explosive batting lineup, and of course the injuries have marred our bowling lineup. But we've got some champion bowlers. How's the confidence in the squad, irrespective of the injuries?
I feel like he's looking
Look, I
at
think
me.
we can get caught up in what happens in T20 games and bilateral series back home. It's only fair to say that the bowlers are getting hit around the park. But we also need to understand the boundaries are very close to the 30-yard circle in India. And when you come to Australia, the boundaries are far bigger, gives a bit of license to the bowlers to work with. It's also very, very important to understand these conditions, the lengths you have to bowl, and also be brave enough to take those 50-50 options in these
and that-
places.
Oh,
And it's a completely new experience, and just start afresh and start the book completely new.
And him and the man Ravi Ashwin talking about the pitches, and in Australia you've got to bowl a lot more full at times as well. That is why I think Arshdeep Singh is going to dominate this World Cup. I have the feeling about the great man Arshdeep. He's going to dominate.
Victory not that long ago. How much confidence do you take that across all formats you've actually done quite well in recent times?
Look, confidence is a big thing in this game. Whatever you say, however you walk into any tournament, when you've had special memories in this in a particular place, you're going to come there backing yourself to the hilt. And the recent Test series that happened, not quite recent, but yeah, the recent one that happened, the last one that happened, went our way, and that is something that we'll go back and hook onto. But we also
Don't
played some
remind
good
me.
white ball cricket on that leg, so that's something we can draw up from. We played a lot of cricket in Australia over the last decade, so
Yeah.
everything put together, I think we'll be looking to like make the quick adaptation in Perth, and no better place to come to than being here to get adapted. The bounce is steep, the speed is quite up there, so yeah, looking forward to it. I wish I'd walk into Rahul Dravid's place one day and answer that question for you, but as of now, your guess is as good as mine.
There is a big game in the MCG in Pakistan, sold out within an hour. It's electric atmosphere in the MCG. But Ravi Raja saying that their side beat the $1 million side, and saying that now the Indians have started to respect them. How do you look at such things?
It's a bit windy. It's a bit windy.
Well, until you said that, I didn't know he made a statement like that. So that's one way of dealing with it. But look, it's a game of cricket. Whatever political tensions and whatever stays between these teams, we don't play very often. The rivalry is big. It means a lot to the people from both countries. But at the end of the day, whatever you may say as a cricketer and as someone who's playing the sport, you do understand wins and losses are part of the game, and especially in this format, the margins are going to be so close, and to respect an opposition is not something that comes with victories and defeats. It's come in the way you're made, and we definitely respect the Pakistani side, and so do they.
Yep. Hey, a big facts from the man Ravi Ashwin there at the end. Again, a massive shout out to the channel Sports Yari. Go subscribe to them, leave them some love over there. Hey, this is a good little interview. I just wanted to check this out with the great man Ravi Ashwin. Will he play at the World Cup this year? Obviously, it's more pace dominant pitches here in Australia. We're probably just going to see the man Yuzi Chahal. Obviously, no Jadeja, so they might need that second spinning option. Ashwin is a bit of an all-rounder these days as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the man Ravi Ashwin if he plays many games at the World Cup this year. But hey, hope we all enjoyed. I'll see everyone in the next one.